Well, let's get more details on that story. Now, how confident is the City of Johannesburg that a wage agreement can be reached by Wednesday? Joining us on the line is Matshidiso Mfikwe, Mayoral Committee Member for Environment and Infrastructure Services. Matshidiso, good morning and thanks for your time. Are workers back at work, Pikitup workers back on the streets as we speak?
They were supposed to go back to work last night. Good morning and thank you for having us. But we realized that the message didn't really filter through. You know, Pikitup runs two shifts, day shift and a night shift. So this morning they are at work. We'll yet to get the numbers. We've agreed that they will give us hourly updates as to how are they, so that we can start the operation, normal operations of the company. The agreement says that we will keep the contractors that are on site so that we remove the excess waste. We have up until month end for all of us to work together.
All right, and just to clarify for us, you have a deadline of Wednesday. Are you confident that this will be sorted out? All the details of the deal will be sorted out by Wednesday?
It's important for us to sort out the details and ensure that people come back to work and we pay them according to what we would have agreed on. Remember, we kept on saying that the union demands the 10,000 rand, and that is going to give us 1 billion additional to Pikitup salary, and 3.4 billion additional to the city's overall budget, salary budget, money that we don't really have. But we have prepared what we can give to them. So through the CCMA, commissioners will present and in the 3 days talk about how we're going to manage ourselves, all of us going forward.
Now, what response, or has there been any reaction? Have you heard from those residents, as we know, who will now be paying a lot more for their refuse to be picked up? Have you had any backlash from that?
No, we haven't had, but we've had throughout the strike people asking why they should continue paying for their services. I don't know. I don't understand when you're saying they're going to be paying more. What do you?
Because there were reports last week, and I don't know if they were correct, but just reflecting on those, is that some residents with property values of more than a certain amount would now be paying much more than what they've been paying already.
No, every year in July we increase tariffs. So you don't just increase tariffs in the middle of the financial year. So whatever increases are going to be effective from July as part of the normal tariff increases. So if they were talking about that, then I guess we are a bit ahead of the implementation of the tariffs. But for now, there is no report or agreement from the mayoral committee that people will pay more than what they were tariffed last year in July.
All right. So the amounts that are being put to people on their bills, or the amounts that they will be paying now, has nothing to do with you finding the money to pay Pikitup workers.
No. I heard about that.
Yes.
No, that is not the case. I did read about that in one paper. You know, that was just misleading the community. Whatever is in people's tariffs is what was approved last year by council. It will be changed in July this year, as approved. Currently, the tariffs are out for public comment. People must go and comment on them as well.
Okay, and Matshidiso, do you have an agreement with the SAMU? What if you don't iron out the details of this deal by Wednesday? Are you looking at workers going back on strike, or do you have an agreement that they will continue until you come to some agreement?
No, the agreement says if the parties don't agree by Wednesday, they can go for mutual arbitration. So that will give us an opportunity to still people at work, an opportunity to say to the CCMA, can you take us through an arbitration process? So we're not going to see workers on strike on Thursday if we don't agree.
All right, and then we also had reports about 2 weeks ago of workers being subjected to disciplinary hearings. What's happening with that process? Does that still stand, or have you done away with that for those who weren't working?
No, we haven't done away with that. The union will take the disciplinary. Remember, we announced on Thursday that it is done. Then parties must come talk in mitigation. So they will use that, they will put that as part of their mitigation as well. But it is done. We can't undo it. It is done for now. Remember, there were 3 DCs. So we're talking about the big 4,000 people that were taken to a DC. That is put in that the union can use the fact that people are back at work as mitigation.
Okay, so they can dispute that after this if they want to.
Not necessarily disputing, arguing.
Okay.
They can argue for people for whatever sanction not to be done.
All right. Thanks very much. We will, of course, get updates from you up until Wednesday. That's Matshidiso Mfikwe, MMC for Environment and Infrastructure Services.